Archaeological finds allow you to touch the antiquity and shed light on mysteries that have remained unsolved for thousands of years. Some discoveries belong to archaeologists, others to ordinary people who accidentally came face to face with history. Number 1 is the Sarmatian gold in Russia. In May of 2019, archaeologists discovered in the Astrakhan region an ancient burial mound with gold and silver Sarmatian jewelry. According to experts, the burials are more than 2,000 years old. Territories that now belong to the south of Russia in the 4th century BC belong to nomadic tribes. In addition to jewelry, which many have no analogs, a collection of daggers, elements of horse harness, household items, and the remains of Iranian-speaking nomads, those were found in the Astrakhan burial. Archaeologists believe that they stumbled upon the royal mound, which was partially plundered in ancient times. Among the find in the grave is the Sarmatian leader with riches and goods. The 2,000-year-old treasure was found by accident. In the spring, a farmer from the village of Nikolskoye Rustam Mudov turned to the Astrakhan State Museum and said while digging near his house he came across a bronze bowler hat. This was the reason for organizing the archaeological expedition. Number 2 is the Gladiator School in Vienna. Near Vienna, geophysicists and archaeologists have found the largest gladiatorial school outside Rome. To do this, the scientists did not even have to take shovels in their hands. The complex was discovered using remote sensing, after which 3D visualizers carried out a virtual reconstruction of buildings based on radar data. For 19,000 square miles, there's a round arena, wooden stands, Roman baths, a campus for wild animals, buildings with small rooms, and a common hall with a heated floor system. Some of the elements in the gladiatorial schools have never been encountered before. The excavations have not yet begun. Number 3 was Monet's secret collection. Claude Monet, the famous French painter, had an in-depth collection of works of art. However, only a few people realized this because the artist hid this fact from his biography. Unfortunately, to keep the fact a secret, he didn't make any remarks about where he got the paintings from, and that's the rationale why his collection could only be shown in the general public in 2017. Having the paintings of Pissarro, Monet, and Signac in his collection proved that Monet wasn't an opponent of the Neo-Impressionists. Number 4 is the Great Synagogue of Vilnius. The ongoing archaeological excavations of the Great Synagogue within the backyard of Vokisio Street within the center of the capital are continuously discovering significant artifacts. Archaeologists have found the bases of 2 columns belonging to the Bama, the foremost platform for Torah readings. So far, the bases of the 2 out of 4 columns round the platform are found. The newest discoveries are going to be accessible for the general public next week on July 17th. The remains of the Great Synagogue of Vilnius on 13A Vokisio Street is a crucial value of the cultural heritage of Vilnius. The Great Synagogue of Vilnius was one of the most important religious Jewish institutions in Eastern Europe. It had been referred to as a crucial Jewish spiritual and academic center that gave Vilnius the name of Northern Jerusalem. Number 5 is the sunken flotilla of the Black Sea. In 2015, dozens of sunken ships from the Byzantine and Ottoman empires were found in the waters of the Fornai archipelago. The researchers discovered the ship by accident during an expedition off the coast of Bulgaria. The main feature of the finds is the excellent preservation. It's explained by the unique condition of the Black Sea. At a depth of more than 150 meters, there's neither light nor oxygen. Thanks to this, the tree practically does not decompose in the Black Sea water. An international team of marine archaeologists has counted over 60 ships and continues to conduct underwater excavations. The most interesting example is a Greek merchant ship that sank during a storm almost 2,500 years ago. It still has mast, steering wheel, rowing benches, and passenger equipment. Previously, such vessels were known only from drawings on ancient Greek pottery. Scientists will leave the ship lying at the bottom so as not to damage it. 6 is Teeth, Germany. In the fall of 2017, German archaeologists reported a surprising find that could force anthropologists to rethink theories about human origins. In the dry bed of Rhine, a team of researchers found specimens of human teeth. It was possible to establish the age of the fossils at about 9.7 million years. Due to the rechecking of the data, the news of the find was postponed for a year. The examination confirmed that the found teeth are indeed several million years older than all the others ever found in Europe or Asia ever before. The head of the group of archaeologists, Herbert Lutz, believes they may have belonged to Australopithecus. 7 is the temple ruins in the Persian Gulf. In November of 2018, a Polish-Kuwaiti group of archaeologists discovered the oldest temple in the Persian Gulf. The building is located in the north of Kuwait in the Al-Sajida Desert. According to experts, the construction is over 7,000 years old. The leader of the expedition, Professor Piotr Bielinski of the University of Warsaw, describes the temple as a rectangular building with a niche in the wall, in which the remains of a furnace and ash have been preserved. Once the temple was surrounded by a circular wall, typical of religious buildings. Scientists call the find sensational, since the second oldest temple in the region is at least 2,500 years younger than this. According to Bielinski, the found building was built in the tradition of mysterious Ubaid civilization, the predecessors of the Sumerians. They settled in Mesopotamia and influenced neighboring regions. Archaeologists have found an analog of a village square near the temple. 8 is the Mayan treasure in Mexico. Archaeologists from the Institute of Anthropology and History in Mexico have discovered the treasures of the Mayan civilization. About 150 ritual artifacts have remained intact for over 1,000 years. They were kept in one of the Belmacu caves on the Yucatan Peninsula. They are mainly ceramic vessels with images of gods. Locals found the treasure cave back in 1966, but an archaeologist who arrived there ordered to seal the entrance. This time the researchers came to her while studying the sacrificial well of the Maya Indians. The newly discovered Belmacu cave will help shed light on the history of the creation and the fall of the ancient city of Chichen Itza. Number 9 is the ritual burial of children in Peru. In the spring of 2018, archaeologists found the most massive children's burial in the northwestern part of Peru. During a ritual sacrifice in the middle of the 15th century, more than 140 children and 200 baby llamas were killed here. Scientists believe that in this way, the Chimu Indians wanted to appease the gods after prolonged rain and severe flooding. Archaeologists found a ritual knife of an unusual shape not far from the excavation site in the vicinity of an ancient capital called Chan Chan, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. DNA examination showed the children were aged 5 to 14 years and were healthy, had no abnormalities, and came from different parts of the ancient state. The adults prepared them for a ritual. They painted their faces with red cinnabar and put cotton bandages on their heads. According to archaeologists, they've never encountered anything like this before. Children along with llamas are buried on a low cliff by the ocean in a strictly defined order. Number 10 is first images of dogs in Saudi Arabia. The age of the rock carvings found in the mountains in northwestern Saudi Arabia, scientists estimated 8,000 years. They depict 349 dogs, some hunt gazelles and mountain goats, others walking on leashes tied to the waist of their owners. According to experts, these are the earliest images of dogs. The new archaeological find confirms research according to which people in the area domesticated animals and engaged in cattle breeding 7,000 to 8,000 years ago. The animals in the pictures resemble modern canine dogs, and at the same time, 349 animals depicted have individual features, different colors, and spots and dots on their coat. So which one of these amazing discoveries do you think is the most important? Tell us in the comments below, and don't forget, if you like the topic, more and more people are discovering things every day. So check often with us as to what's going on and keep in the loop.